Honestly, I feel like we've had so much AI crap recently that there's just no way that I would not do this. Okay, here we go. Most developers could stop coding as soon as AI takes over. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. This sounds like actual copium, the same kind of copium that goes like this. You know, once fusion energy takes over, you know what I mean? This is the same. Oh, dude, when fusion energy, when AI takes over, what's the other good ones? Oh, when those hydrogen engines finally land and we can all have flying cars. Dude, hoverboard is just right around the corner. It's so close. It's so close, bro. Just one more decade and we're going to all have hoverboards, okay? Just one more decade. It's so close. When quantum supremacy is going to start happening at any moment. I remember about what was it, 10 years ago? The first quantum supremacy algorithm happened, and everyone's like, dude, just around the corner. Here we go. Everybody's about to be all encryption gone. Okay, RSA 248, done. RSA 496, done. RSA 8192, done. And then it never was done. Y2K actually was pretty painful. There's a lot of people's job who it was that just, Initech was real. Okay, and girl, I'm yapping. Okay, Initech was absolutely real, right? Initech was absolutely real. So I don't want to dog on Y2K. All right, here we go. In a leaked recording, Amazon cloud chief. Oh, really leaked, right? Oh yeah, definitely. This is one of those moments where somehow on accident, this leaked recording from a company that provides a coding assistant leaked that developers should start relying on their product now before their job is obsolete. Definitely. That's whoopsie daisies. Oopsie, leaked that one. In a leaked recording, Amazon Cloud Chief tells employees that most developers could stop coding as soon as AI takes over. You know how the government every now and then has a leak as well? I think it's all planned. Hashtag Alex Jonesing. All planned. All right. Hopefully they provide it to us. Amazon CEO Matt Garman shared thoughts on AI during an internal fireside chat in June. Business insiders obtained a recording of the meeting. I hope, do you show us the recording? Software engineers may have to develop other skills soon as artificial intelligence takes over many coding tasks. Okay. Like, I mean, if they're trying to ask us to like touch grass or something, is that the skill set? Because I kid you not. I went to my kid's soccer tournament over this weekend, and it was 95 degrees out, and I was out there from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and I never want to touch grass again, okay? I'm over grass, okay? You know what? Forget it. Who won? Not me, okay? Because I was touching grass for hours upon hours and hated every moment of it. All right, that's according to Amazon Web Service CEO Matt Garman, who shared his thoughts on the topic during an internal fireside chat held in June, according to a recording of the meeting obtained by Business Insider. Do you want to know why? You want to know why this is happening? I'm gonna give you a little hint why this is happening. Okay, this is my thoughts on why all these CEOs keep talking about the inevitable collapse of software development and why AI is going to take the jobs. It's simple. One, big company, we'll just call it Amazon, right? They invest billions upon billions of dollars into their AI training. Two, they are paying billions upon billions of dollars for coders. Three, they're hoping they can stop investing as much into AIs because AIs get good enough to do this and build it, and thus drop their actual total like yearly cost in development really, really low comparatively to having a staff of software engineers. It's just a psyop. It's just them trying to literally their copium for all the reasons they've spent billions of dollars to train these models. They have 100,000 H100s or whatever it's called from NVIDIA. NVIDIA is just sitting over there laughing like, you know what, AI, you got to keep using AI, bros, you got to get lots of AI. And then all these companies are just absolutely spending billions of dollars, and now they're just like, well, it's going to work. We're going to be able to reduce our development cost by a whole bunch. See that delta? Let's just pretend for a second, let's pretend that it does actually do this, okay? Which it may not, it may. It honestly doesn't even bother me if it does or doesn't, okay? Peak ROI, radio over internet. But let's just pretend it reduces the cost of development by X because they are able to make developers that much more efficient. They don't need that many more people. Okay, that happens. What happens then? Rate of change goes way up in software, right? Our little delta right here goes way up, right? Your developers start building more and more programs. You think that a company that had a budget of billions of dollars for developers, you think that they're going to just all of a sudden stop having that and try to show on their financial sheets that they're saving a couple billion a year? No, they're not going to do that. You know what they're going to do? Develop even more programs. It's going to go dunt, because they've committed to way more than they can chew, and they're going to be just trying to churn out as fast as possible programs. It's the same shit's going to happen, right? That's all that's going to, you know that's what's going to happen. Anyways, if you go forward 24 months from now, or some amount of time, I can't exactly predict where it is. It's possible that most developers are not coding. Dude, that is a quote. That is a quote. Okay, that is such a quote. We're doing it. Let's go to my bookmarks really quickly for a second. We got to go to my bookmarks for a second. Bookmarks. All bookmarks. There's one that I keep making over and over again. Okay, so this was in June. We are now into August. So I like this. Dude, I just clicked on it. Where'd I go? Why would you do that to me? Just let me click on it. Quote tweet. Oh, you're right. Good call. It's crazy. Oh, that's June. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's 15 months. Dude, it's so over. Off by one error is observed. There we go. It's so over. ChatGPT wouldn't have made that mistake. AI can't do math either. It's okay. Anyways, dude, this is such a wild take. The man is actually thinking in 2 years. I have a quick question for everybody that's in the chat. I want you to type 1 in the chat if this applies to you. Your company makes really fast and quick changes to their product and staff as new things come out. Go ahead, type 1. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of zeros. Can you imagine any company being like, all right, we're just going to fire everybody, you can make a complete change? It's like 2 years. That's a day in company time. That's a coffee break in company time. It's crazy. It's honestly, it's just crazy. Again, I go right back to this. I think most companies, if AI truly does make us more productive, I think most companies are going to just simply not even realize they're getting this slow increase of productivity. Again, assuming productivity just keeps going up. But instead, they're going to just build more products. And more products mean more engineers to maintain them. Like, that's all that's going to happen. Right? Coding is just kind of like the language that we talk to computers. It's not necessarily the skill in and of itself. Have you ever done C++? Have you ever done any language? I mean, this is such a weird take. There's an entire... If coding really is just like not that necessary of a skill, then why hire senior engineers ever? Right? Like, why ever hire a senior engineer? 90% of the work has nothing to do with writing any code. At some point, but that's not... I mean, it depends on the stage of the product, right? There's different stages of different products. Some products, it's like you go to any startup, there's 3 people working there, and there's 3 people that are coding full-time, 80 hours a week. Just like, fuck, shit, fuck, shit, fuck, shit, fuck, shit. You know, like, that's it. That's all they do. Because there's different times. Dang it, dude, my internet just keeps crashing. Okay, we're back. We are so back. It's a micro stutter. I should work at AWS. I want nothing to do. Spew bullshit and get paid a fortune. Now that the man is speaking such good stuff here. Why bother learning English when Google can translate it? It's absolutely true. The executive said, the skill in and of itself is like, how do I innovate? How do I go build something that's interesting for my end users to use? This is true. I mean, he is absolutely right. This is very important. But for me, how I look at that is, here, let me say it like this. I totally agree with that statement. The first most important skill is what's the world that I see and how can I make that world better? Okay? Absolutely agree with that. But the distance from making this to this could be years of thought and slow things. It could be observing the world. It could be just taking time, just programming in a regular world where you realize there's all these things missing, right? There's like, all of that does exist, absolutely. Then there's building the actual product, which is 18 months of grinding and making something actually work. And so this could take years, absolutely. This takes experience. This takes all sorts of stuff, right? This is just, I just hate these takes where it's just like, coding is useless or coding is the only thing. No, there's a little bit of both, but it's not. There's no one place for it. And then not only that, midway through, it takes even more experience to know when you want to keep the ship going this direction or change directions. Which this is a potential death sign. That's very, very difficult. The moment you shift, I did this with my startup. I kind of wish we didn't have shifted. I actually think we could have done a lot better. And it makes it, that was me not having experience, right? I had to fail to understand the importance of sticking something out long enough to know if it's actually a failure. Basically, it's over for juniors. I don't think it's over for juniors. Can you please add a new streaming source directly to my bedroom projector, please? And thanks. Also, hi, mother. Thanks, you SpaceFit, for that one. All right. I always have a problem with those kind of takes. This means the job of software development developer will change, Garmin said. It just means that each of us has to get more in tune with our customers' needs, and what the actual end thing is that we're going to try to build or try to go build, because that's going to be more and more of what the work is, as opposed to sitting down and actually writing code, he said. I will say this is a touch rich coming from a man who's CEO of the world's worst website, AWS. There is single-handedly no greater fracture between what the customer wants and what has been delivered than AWS. I mean, and this is provably true because Vercel and all these other companies exist. They exist to try to make the path easier for people to have less of these like core functionalities. GCP is equally horrible. I suffer every day. Yeah, Azure is probably the actual worst, but nonetheless, it is very rich it's absolutely ridiculous to state this when the thing, okay, just to be, I know I'm kind of mincing my words here. Okay, let's take that out. To be very fair, AWS, the product is really, really good. The shell to the product is really, really bad, right? So it is quite rich to be in tune with the customer needs while at the exact same time creating an entire industry that wraps your crappy UI. So it's like, okay, guy. By the way, I did want to see if I could find this. I think it was Trash Dev. Trash Dev. Really, Trash Dev is getting taken over by another guy named Trash Dev? What a loser. What an actual loser. Let's see, hold on. He posts a lot of somebody else's memes, so let's see if I can find this really quickly. I'm going to do a one moment, because I thought it was him. By the way, this is like my favorite. This is my current favorite meme. It is my current favorite. Okay, he did do this for a while because he made a stupid tweet. You never make tweets like that. Maybe it wasn't Trash Dev. If someone wants to find it, I can't remember what it was, but it was something along the line of AWS trying to make a worse UI, and it was so funny. Okay. No. Damn. It was like a 3-part. Damn. Okay, whatever. Did Twitter. Lost it. Trash treats Twitter like a WhatsApp group chat. He does. He's wild. AWS is good at hiding its service limitations. You have to dig deep to figure it out. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to trash AWS. AWS is a very impressive piece of software. Just a reminder, Prime will be at Laracon. I will be at Laracon. I will not only be at Laracon, I'll be speaking at Laracon. Right? Yeah. Talk of AI changing and even eliminating jobs has intensified lately as the companies lay off employees or stop hiring to shift resources toward AI development. Did I not just call this from 5,000 feet away? They're just spending a shit ton in AI, right? They're trying to offset it. They're trying to justify why they're doing this. They're truly trying to build this utopia that will exist at some point. I'm just pressing down, I'm pressing down. New AI tools that automatically generate code can help companies do more with the same number of engineers or fewer of these pricey employees. Also, once again, there's something very rich about this idea of building your own AI system, which costs you billions upon billions upon billions of dollars, to then call your AWS employees who build the project pricey. Amazon laid off hundreds of employees earlier this year. In Garmin's case, he was sharing advice rather than issuing a dire warning that developers will go extinct because of AI. His tone was optimistic, suggesting more creative opportunities for developers. I'm on that team. That when the supposed utopia happens, there will just be that much more software created. My personal opinion is this. This is my personal AI AI future is it's not a utopia. Instead, it does help you create more software faster, but the quality is going to be literally inversely proportional. And the enshittification rate, because right now we're sitting at like a 0.1 year over year enshittification rate. I think all it's going to do is it's going to be a multiplier onto that. We're just going to go to 0.2 enshittification rate, where it's just everything gets shittier faster. That's it. He said AWS was helping employees continue to upskill and learn about new technologies to increase their productivity within the help of AI. Right? Being a developer in 2025 may be different than what it was in 2020. Well, I mean, that's already true today. 2020, you could say you took a React course and get hired for $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 because we had a magical thing happen in 2020, which was everybody was forced to be inside of their house. Okay? It turns out a huge portion of the world actually likes touching grass. I know, this is strange, right? They actually want to touch the grass, but they couldn't touch the grass, so they touched the internet for a while. And all the metrics went brr, right? They were all just going, so much brr was happening. Anyways, no more undifferentiated heavy lifting. And an AWS spokesperson, Aisha Johnson, told Business Insider that Garmin's comments conveyed, oh, really? That's crazy that an AWS spokesperson is now collaborating with Business Insider's leaked recording. This is just crazy, right? Wow, what are the chances? Weird. Comments conveyed opportunities for developers to accomplish more than they do today. With new AI tools, she added that there was no indication he expected a decline in developer roles. Yeah. Boom. I fully agree with that. Matt articulated a vision for how AWS will continue to remove undifferentiated heavy lifting from developer experience so that builders can focus more of the skill and energy on the most innovative work. It sounds so good. Honestly, like here, I'll be real here. I really like coding. I will probably, if I could just not code and build things really fast, I would probably still continue to code for some amount of time. But if I could build my tower defenses and build the things I really, really want to in an exceptionally short period of time, yeah, I think I could really like that. If I could just, like, in the next week, build out the entire Vim arcade that I'm kind of building, yeah, like, why wouldn't I do that? Why would you not do that? That sounds great. It's just not even close. Right? Do it then. Yeah, I know. Do it. Yeah, provide me an AI that can produce code to any remote quality. Everyone is a programmer now. No, they're not. No, that's not true. That's actually not true. I know there is like a 12-year-old that built a Sherlock Holmes. No, what was it? It was some very popular IP. Gosh, I can't remember. With just the assist of AI. Great. But I bet you there was a lot of learning, and there was even probably at his age learning how to start even programming to Harry Potter. That's right. It was Harry Potter to do that. You know, it wasn't free. Garmin isn't the first high-profile executive to predict this type of AI-driven developer jobs change. Really crazy. NVIDIA CEO Jensen said that everyone is a programmer now. I was wrong. I was actually wrong. The enshittification rate is actually going to 0.69. Okay? If everybody is a programmer, like that's not good. There is real time in the saddle before you can understand problems. Nice. Hammers are generally available. Everyone is a carpenter now. You know, we have jigsaws and skill saws. Why haven't you made your own bed yet? Right? I mean, I got a grinder and a sander. I should be able to just make my own furniture by now. It's like crazy that I'm not. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella has speculated that easier access to AI technologies will create 1 billion developers. Potentially, that could be true. Whenever I read this, what I think is, whenever I see something like from Satya saying 1 billion developers will be created because of AI, what I actually hear in my head is that there will be a pool of very new, very lightly understanding developers that will be able to produce code of some sort of quality. And there will be a smaller pool of talented developers that know how to program. It's not actually, right? And then some sort of funnel in between. And it probably doesn't look like that. Honestly, it probably doesn't look like that. It probably looks, like that, right? That's it, right? It's like, yeah, there's 1 billion to-do apps. That's it. And so it's like, no way that 1/8 of the population, including elderly and babies, will be developer pool. Why not? I don't think Jensen's accounting for the population decline that is the universe right now. Being a programmer does not equal being a good programmer. Yeah, just joined in and I agree. Web sucks. Yeah. Pinned. Too much prime. Okay. This is a fact. Flip, leave it in. Flip, leave that in. Right there. Flip, leave that in. Right there. Right there. And I'm canceled. There's just like that. Ahmed, Stability AI's former CEO, even predicted that there would be no programmers in 5 years. Okay, when did he predict this? Let's just take a little look-see. So it looks like it's Dunai. So it looks like that's going to be minimum. That's going to be July 3rd was when this happened. So we're at least already a year into it. We're already over 20%, right? We're almost 20% way there. You read it, Prime. I'm trying to. Just hold on. Can we also notice this? Stability AI's former CEO. What happened? Did AI steal your job or something, bro? What happened? It didn't work out. Did Stability AI go under? Because what is Stability AI? Please tell me they actually. How funny would that be if the company actually had to stop? Okay, it didn't. It would be hilarious though. Like that would be the most funny thing in the universe. Is like it won't even happen, and then it's like shit, it happened. Oh, it's Midjourney. Damn, let's go. If AI is so bad, why are so many devs pressed it exists? Wait, what? A new AI workflow. During Garmin's talk, he told employees to find new ways to incorporate AI into their workflow. I'm really trying. It's very, very interesting how AIs behave differently. I'll show you a game played by Anthropic versus OpenAI here shortly, and you can actually see the two different strategies very, very obvious, right? It's interesting. For instance, he said the software maker Smartsheet recently embedded AI features from Amazon Q's. Oh, wow. What in a leaked conversation mentioning your product by name? I don't know if you know this, internal employees, but recently Smartsheet incorporated Amazon Q's product offering for LLMs, right? You would never talk like that. A chatbot in the Slack channel that answered employee questions about internal policies and documentation. That's actually a really good, generally speaking, this is a good use of an LLM. Gobble all of your documentation, ask a question, it will tell you who and basic information, and then you can follow up with the correct team to actually find out, A, where you told the truth, and B, hopefully it will also give you links to like docs and stuff like that you can actually read more on, right? A lot of times, or even give you basic tutorials. I actually think that'd be really great. If you could have a whole documentation on, like, say, internal releasing process for an internal application, to be able to have an LLM be like, hey, write me up an example application, a hello world. Okay, this is how I do a hello world. Hey, how do I communicate with the database? Can I get one of those? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so this is how I do this. Awesome. This just saved me so much time. Honestly, the greatest use case, tweeting it. This is a tweet. This is a tweet. The greatest use case for LLMs is so that I don't have to read the friendly manual. That's what I want. Okay, that's what I want. I want that one right there. Just give me the information right to my brain. Fuck that friendly manual. That's what we're talking about. Screw that friendly manual. I hate it. All my homies hate the manual, right? Also, you should read the friendly manual. It's actually really good for you, so read the friendly manual. I'm just saying, okay? Don't, enshittification, silently speeding up. Yeah, I know. I just helped make everybody have potentially all sorts of problems. All right, anyways, a lot of the times we think about customers, which is great, but I'd also encourage everybody internally to think about how you are just completely changing what you are doing, Garmin said, okay? Overall, I think that this, again, is just, did you know that in the 19th century, there was the difference machine created by Charles Babbage, and it could be lightly programmed, and it was a monstrous machine, like monstrous, huge, and Charles Babbage would invite dinner guests over, and he would do this little trick where he'd start off and he'd pull a lever and it'd produce a 0, pull a lever again or whatever he did, twist a dial, I don't know what it was, and another thing would come out and it'd be a 2, twist a dial, a 4, a 6, an 8, a 10, and then a 42. And his guests would wow. And they literally went home and said, machines are starting to think on their own. It is not uncommon for people to overestimate how impressive technology is. I'm not yapping. It's great. They were seeing the future. They saw the future, and they thought machines can think, that in no time machines will be playing chess. They were right in a sense that machines were going to play chess. It just took 120 years for it to actually be really, really, really good. They were off by a lot. And their thoughts, I actually assume that the people that saw the difference machine do a calculation for the first time ever probably had the exact same feeling we had when we first did our first Copilot autocomplete. I think that happened, right? They saw this and they're like, whoa, that's different. That's something new. Wow. I like how everybody keeps saying the any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. It's true. Also, if you don't know, I did see an article saying that quantum magic, right? Quantum magic could help explain. Yeah, they're saying there's actually a second side to it, that there's a magic side, that magic might power quantum nature. I saw some article about scientists and all this that they're talking about quantum, and then there's a second side to quantum, which is magic. I know. Any sufficiently advanced ligma is indistinguishable from these nuts. It's true. It's not magic, it's probability. I know. But anyways, it was pretty great. Simulation confirmed, I know. Anyway, so, yeah, but as someone who tried to fight Radon with the glintstone pebble, there's also shit magic. Dude, I would say that, to be completely fair, I would say that Elden Ring's magic was really, really sucked. You mostly just used glintstone everywhere. Bing, 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 bing. It was just so boring. You know, like, there really needed to be much more. Yeah, or giant laser beam. It was either that or you're just like, you know, oh yeah, I did 99 intelligence. It's awesome. It was boring, right? There wasn't like, you know, because there's so much cool moves you can do with the sword and all that. It would be way cooler to see a system that treats the physical fighting nature of Elden Ring with magic, right? Where you could do fast magic. You have to, like, dodge fast magic, you know, like where it's actually, and it does the same amount-ish of damage in the game. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And you had to do, like, different combos, right? If you wanted to startle the person, you had to do a slower magic like, I think there could be a lot of fun. I think it could be a lot of fun. And Elden Ring was not it. Elden Ring was not it. Yeah, even the Faith incantations had a massive variety. Yeah, it was shocking. You're a programmer. Make the game, dude. You know I literally cannot make Elden Ring. Elden Ring would take... I mean, it took a team of people who built the same game in slight variations years to make the ADHD unparalleled. Yeah, I just needed quick decades making Souls 1, Souls 2, Souls 3. Anyways, the name is the prom. The promogen? The prom? You want to go to prom? Hey, girl. Flip zoom in. Hey, girl. I was just wondering if you see this jawline? Could take you to the promogen, okay, if you want to. I don't have ADHD. ADHD not confirmed.